we got to know each other through mutual friends, began to meet, and all the witnesses of our nascent relationship noted that we are unusually suited to each other. Olga shares. However, after several weeks of dating, he began to write less often, and I felt he was losing interest. That's all. So they got to know each other through mutual friends, began to date, and all the witnesses of our nascent relationship noted that we are unusually suited for each other. And there is always a pressure. I mean, not always, but often might be might be a pressure from the bystanders, might call them, who are witnessing the nascent relationship and noting that, man, you are so fine together, such a great couple, huh? I can see you having a bright future. From one point of view, you feel, I mean, you must feel nice when somebody is noting that you are a great couple. It's like, and when you are in a couple, you become a couple, yeah, kind of as one. You are considered as one. Yeah, I just realized that we speak about couple as something not like two different persons, but as one whole. Great couple. They're very nice couple. You know, that couple is so good looking couple, huh? Confluence. Must be some confluence. That's what basically comes with the relationship, the feeling of confluent with the other person, love. And when you are judged, basically it's a judgment from the outside, positive judgment, yeah, noticing those witnesses of the nascent relationship, I mean, nascent, the newly born relationship, baby. This couple is in the beginning of relationship. A couple is like a baby, yeah, newly born, sweet, also weak, might have a lot of needs to be taken care of before it becomes stronger. If we take like a metaphor of stages of the human development, yeah, and fragile, the thing that might break. How is it written on the boxes? Be careful, fragile. So Olga and this guy, the man, we don't know his name, but they met each other through mutual friends, and it always. What about this always word? It's a safe way to meet each other. From one point of view, it's a safe way to meet each other from one standpoint. I mean, so it's like if we can fantasize, like pre-COVID life, when there were parties. So it's I invite. Oh, mamma mia. I invite, with this kind of voice, I invite my friends to the party. My family. I invite my family to the party. I invite my friends to the party. And they bring their friends, that maybe I invite also my personal friends who have other friends, and we all get together. So there are people who are not my friends, but the friends of my friends. Huh? And there are people who are not friends of my friends, but friends of me, of mine. And they meet each other through us. But not that we're the other way around, when some of your friends says, you might be very good with this person. I know a girl who will be perfectly suited for you. I've had the experience. She like saying, man, you gotta meet her. You gotta meet her. This girl, perfect for you. Those friends who know for sure who is perfect with whom. Those kind of friends. And those friends are very needed for the for the romantic purposes, of others. For example, in our culture, in Georgian culture, as I see in my generation and prior and after generation even, it's not. It's a taboo to meet strangers. God forbid if you talk to someone on the streets of New York, on the streets of Georgian cities. It's no. Cultural way to meet each other is through the mutual friends. Somewhere on the maybe birthday party, or any other kind of party in a family environment, maybe even prearranged. I invite you, I invite her, and I will try to get them together a couple of times, see if they like each other. And from the one side, it's always it's nice, it's safe, it's has no less anxiety for the parties. but on the other side, it might become a real mess if the relationship doesn't go in the right way. So for Olga, she might be feeling shame, because she was having a good time. She was feeling like wow, that's some noise, huh? She was feeling like this relationship was going in the right direction for a few several weeks, she says, of dating. So we can might be 1 month, at least, yeah, several weeks. They were dating. Might have had sex, or might not have had sex. Who knows? You never know when it's gonna happen, and how it's gonna happen, and how long it takes to happen. And then she says that he started to write less. Not like he was writing letters. I don't think so. He was writing letters, like romantic love letters every week. No, today we are writing messages. At least we're writing something. That's a good. Might be a silver lining. At least we're writing and reading. Who cares? You're reading from the paperback or from the screen. But now it becomes more of a voicemail, mailing. Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel, that messaging is becoming yesterday's thing. Why would you be punching those little buttons when you can just voicemail? Just record your voice and send it, either audio or video. Speak, speak. Voicemailing, it's safe, man. You don't get a reaction. You don't get into the dialogue. I mean, it's a dialogue, but it's dialogue stretched in time. You voicemail, he or she voicemails. It goes back and forth, stretched in time. So you have a time to reflect. You have like in messaging, you have a time to reflect, but I don't see people reflecting too much in messaging. They just message each other. We message each other like one after another. In voicemail, you just get the voicemail, you go through it, you listen to it, and then you make a reply. So back to the story of Olga. I can relate to her in a way of feeling shameful for the relationship that just fell apart for no reason, for no obvious reason. And it's always like it seems to be open gestalt for people, for us to. I'm having like few of them, more than few of them, those open gestalt that I never knew till today. I don't know what happened. Yeah, in some cases I knew I had like a red flags, the red signals, some red flags that I realized a bit later, man, I shouldn't have done this, or I could have done different way. But there are some experiences in dating when the other person just vanished or gave me a cold shower with kind of messaging. There was one time we went a few times on a date, a couple of dates. Haven't even kissed or something, just no physical, no physique, not even like hug or something. Maybe that was the reason. And then she writes me a message, like a long message, angry message of saying, man, you have to learn how to behave with women in that kind of context of judging my mainly traits. And I till this day I don't know what happened. I don't want to go into the retroflection, like judging myself too much, because it's relational. It's relational. It's not individual. When you are dating, not like you are, or like Olga is. Has to be the one who blamed for the fiasco, so-called. It's relational. You never know how it's gonna go. And obviously she said he began to write less often. So that was this stretch when she felt like in her gut feeling that it's not going in the right direction. I mean, he's losing the interest, and obviously after that he just vanished. He was lost in translation. And the point is not what went wrong, when there is no like obvious red flags, but the point is how to stay with this open, so-called open gestalt, unfinished business. He might not be even replying, ignoring. You might be writing, asking what's happening, let's talk, and there might be like crickets on the other side. That's the most frustrating. And on the other hand, I've been on one side being ignored, and also I've been ignoring. I felt both sides. When you are just in a subtle way, or even in like semi-direct way, letting the other person know that you don't want to meet, you don't want to see him or her anymore, but they are coming back, in time. They coming back again, asking the same, and using the same methodic. At some point you just you choose not to go direct, like saying, man, it's over or whatever. there might be a choice not to answer. You don't answer once, you don't answer twice, and at some point the other part gets it. You hope for not being an obsession to the other person, and that the other person keeps his or her life going on, not being stuck, not becoming a stalker or a troll. So in my experience, I experienced both. I think most of us experienced both sides of this story, being on polarities. Some were being ignored or ignoring, and it's like, yeah, man, it might become a mess. That's what happened to Olga. Plus, might be awkward situation, with these mutual friends. On one hand, you can through them you might be able to get some information what happened. If the other person is not able to speak directly to you, at least you get some info from the other side. On the other hand, the awkwardness is when you have a mutual friends. You might cross each other's path somewhere on the party, and it sometimes becomes awkward. You don't know how to behave. Maybe avoiding gathering, maybe a friendship might change, the relations might change, so a lot of things might go wrong. On the other hand, a lot of things might go right. So you're taking risk. When you're being set up for the dating by the mutual friends. If you don't like a person, that mutual friend might be upset. How could you not like her, or how could you not like him? Come on. Lots of interesting processes to handle. So those are my thoughts. Ciao, YouTube.